easybib.com for your APA style citations and references page. The first thing that you need to do when you use Easybib is to log in. If you've never done that before, you need to register first. When you register, be sure to enter MoneyTech1 in the coupon code. Okay, but if you've already registered, you just click on login. It should remember your username and your password that you use for school, and click on login. After you log in, you will notice that the advertisements will go away, and you'll have the MoneyTech logo up in the right corner. The other nice thing is that there's a notes and outlining feature and a guide for APA style. Okay, you need to log in order to use those. So if you wanted to create a new project, I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. You have to go out of your way to click in here and delete things because Easybib will store it as long as you keep it there. I'm going to click on Create New Project. Then I'm going to choose the APA style, and I'm going to name it Research Paper and Create Project. Okay, so then I'm going to click on Bibliography to get started. You will have a page that looks like this. The default is for website, so what I'm going to do right now is find a website and say that we were doing our project on sleep deprivation. I'm going to click on this link right here. Okay, so it's a WebMD page. And say that we read through this whole thing and we liked this article and we wanted to use it. You double click or triple click on the URL, and click on copy, and then you're going to paste it in here. Now it's very important to double check and, as they say, confirm or modify the information below. Notice that WebMD.com is credible according to their evaluators. Sometimes it will say it's credible, sometimes it needs more information. So what I'm going to do now is just double check and make sure that this information is accurate. And the first thing is the article title. What they have is chronic sleep deprivation and health effects. And really, that is not the title as listed here. Okay, the title, there could be some specific titles that you might want to use, but I would say that for this, I would use sleep habits more important than you think. Okay, because that's really what this is about. So I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it in here. Okay. Now it does say that your text may not be properly capitalized. You need to capitalize the first letter of the first word and all proper nouns. So what I'm going to do is go back here, and I'm going to change all of these capitals to little h's. And it does say that for the subtitle you need to keep that as well. So I'm going to keep that M capitalized. Okay. And change that. Okay. The second thing is the author, and it does have something in here. It's Michael J. Bruce. Okay, and then feature. Obviously, feature is not his last name. His last name is Bruce, and you do not put in the articles like a PhD at the end. Okay, so this is incorrect. So I'm going to just delete that and put in the J in the period. And his last name is B-R-E-U-S. B-R-E-U-S. And we're going to leave it like that. See, it picked up the WebMD feature and was thinking that that was the author's name. That's another reason why you have to really look through Easybib carefully and don't trust everything that comes up. The website title is WebMD. That is appropriate because that is the website title. And the URL is fine. Electronically published. All right, Easybib hardly ever puts this in. So what I'm going to do is go to the end of this article and see if there's a date. Okay, and it does say this was reviewed on March 15th, 2006. So you're going to put in 15 March 2006. The date accessed, you need to put that if the source may change over time, and it might. Okay, so you need to put in today's date. And then we're going to click on Create Citation. Okay, and now we have our first citation. All right. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at a database citation. Okay, so I'm going to go to the website for the high school and go to our database page, which is right here. And I'm going to use Science Reference Center as an example. Okay, and when you're using this database, I'm going to put in the same exact search. Make sure that you click in here. For almost all of our EBSCO databases, you do need to click in this little box to search the full text, and I like using all of my search terms. And I'm going to click on search. Okay, and why don't we use, let's see, this one about fat cells. Okay, so if this was something that we wanted to use, we're going to click over here for Cite. And what it's going to do, it's going to give us the APA, okay? So I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to bring it over here. And I'm going to click on Database, okay, because this is from a database. And I actually have it to copy and paste. So I'm going to click on Copy and Paste. And I'm going to paste it in here, okay? Now, what we noticed when we were looking at this and evaluating it, there is something missing, which is where I actually found it, okay? So the database where I found this information is not here. So I'm going to just show you something really quickly. On the APA Style References page, or the Honors Biology Research page, there are instructions right here. If you're in Science Reference Center, you do need to copy and paste this, which is retrieved from webebscohost.com. And I'm going to copy that, and then I'm going to paste it right here, okay? Now I'm going to click on Create Citation, and it will add it in. Okay. You will notice one thing right here is that WebMD is in italics and New Scientist is not. If I go back to this, you'll notice that New Scientist and 216 are in italics. The one thing when you paste in an Easybib citation, it does get rid of the italics. In order to put them in, you can wait until you actually publish this in Word to do it, or you can click on Edit and you can change it here. You do need to use a little HTML. So before New Scientist, you can put in the I, and then after, it's actually after the 216, if you notice over here. Okay, the 216 would end the italics, and you can update your citation. So you might choose to do it here, or you could choose to do it when you're done. Okay. The next one I'm going to go to is Science in Context. I just want to show you one quick thing. If I go to sleep deprivation, okay, and say that we use this article right here, you're not going to scroll down to the bottom of the page. You're going to click on Citation Tools over on the right. Choose APA, click on Download, and then open it with Word. Okay, and you're going to have something that looks like this. Now there's a really, really long URL right here. You don't need all that. APA does not want that. They just want it to go to the end of the database. Okay, So you're going to go all the way down to gilgroup.com, and you can go down to SCIC, which is the actual database name. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to copy this, and then we're going to go back to Easybib, database, copy and paste, and then we're going to paste it in. Okay, so if we look over here at our citation, notice that the Gale Encyclopedia of Medicine is in italics. So I'm just going to add it in right here just to be 100% accurate. And click on Create Citation. Even though this still seems a little cumbersome, it is 10 times easier than having to do this yourself. Okay, and now we have our 2 database entries in our website. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on Print as Word Doc in order to bring up my document. And it's called a References page. In MLA, it's called a Works Cited. Okay, and here we go. Here's our page. All right, the one thing that is missing is our name, and that's going to go in the upper left corner. And if you were numbering these pages and say this was the last page, obviously, of your document, and you had written a 5-page paper, this would be your 6th page, and then you can save and print that. So that is the APA style in using Easybib. If you have any questions at all, please see me in the library. And this is Mrs. Jordan signing off.